Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to film a bit of like a Halloween glam. And I am going to do a look today which does involve a wig. But it's really cool, like a blonde, well, it's white. Like Storm X-Men kind of wig. I tried to put it on but I couldn't fucking see anything because it's got a fringe. And it was making me very hot. So I'm gonna do the look without, and then I'm gonna like put the wig on at the end. So yeah, so I don't mind dressing up. Like if there's a theme, I love a theme. I don't mind dress up, but it's not something that like I'm like rushing to do. The best outfit I ever had was me and Liam went and dressed as grandparents, like grandma and grandpa. And I wore slippers out and it was the dream, like the dream. We also did mummies, which was very good, and I like made an outfit, like I sewed an outfit. Don't know. I made the outfit. Liam went out in bandages and by the end of the night he basically had nothing on. Like all the bandages had come off and he was literally in his pants. So I'll try and find a picture of that. I've done like Spice Girls at uni, which was really fun. Halloween definitely has been like something I've been involved in. But am I gonna do like a full-on fancy dress look? No, because we like to get glam on this channel. So what I want to do is I want to do like a glam look, but like dead. Like corpse. So I'm literally going to use like all makeup products, but I'm going to make things very like white and grey, which luckily for me I already have because I like cool tone things, cool tone makeup. And yeah, I want to kind of do it like sexy corpse glam, a bit of like dark female energy. I've got a look in my head. Let's see if we can bring it alive. I'm going to be using my VIEVE 90s palette because this is just perfect. And yeah, I'm excited to film something a bit creative. It's not fully out there, but I mean, Halloween's just for fun, isn't it? So hopefully this can inspire some of you, or if you don't like dressing up and you just want to do something a bit like cool, a bit sexy without having to do full dress up, this could be cool for you. Yeah, I would love it if you can like and subscribe. It would mean an awful lot to me. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so for my primer I want matte. I want very matte skin, so I'm going to go in first with, this is my mini matte putty primer. I got like a set of the 3, but I think I'm gonna, like they're so cheap, I'm gonna purchase the bigger ones when I'm done with this because I really do like this primer. I'm gonna buff this in with my fingers. Okay, and next I'm gonna go with my favourite. So this is my, like, I do love this matte putty primer, but this is my favourite matte primer. It's the Fenty Beauty True Matte Pro Filter, and it's so hydrating, but it's matte primer. And if you have dry skin or it's like winter and you know the weather's going to be a bit harsh, a hydrating matte primer is what you want. If you want obviously the matte look. Do you know what I love? I love a horror film. I will literally ask Liam every time we're choosing a film, can we watch a scary film? And he's like, absolutely not. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think they're just, maybe I just like to be scared. I like that like feeling. But there's something out which is basically, so do you know The Conjuring? There's been a documentary made about the like what that was based on. So I think I'm gonna watch that and get a bit spooked out. I think I can watch stuff like that because I don't believe in it. Like I don't really believe in like spirits or ghosts, like, yeah, because I don't believe in it. I think that's how I can sit and just kind of like watch it, because I'm like, like I can go to bed and just know that I'm not going to be scared that a ghost is going to come like haunt me. Okay, for foundation, I basically pulled out my whitest foundation, which is this IRL FILT'R Longwear foundation in F1 from Makeup Revolution. Yeah, it's quite pale. Maybe need to give it a bit of a shake. To say oil free, but it's almost like it's separated like it's oil. I mean, I don't know if this is going to work because it's literally coming out like liquid. Okay, so if it's going to come out, I don't know if I'm putting on too much now. Oops. But yeah, this is kind of like my winter shade, which is, to be honest, pretty ghostly. So I'm just going to buff this in. I really don't know if I've put too much on now because I've got like water on my face. I can always go over with that sponge, but yeah, you can see it's like ghostly pale. I was actually surprised with how tan I got this summer for saying that we didn't really have a summer. So I've got positive vibes for summers going forward. I'm just gonna take off some of this product with my sponge and just kind of like buff it in. Drugstore foundations, most of the like lightest ones are always very light. So if you are doing like a makeup look and you do want to use your makeup, I would just go to the drugstore and I would get like the cheapest, lightest foundation and almost just use that as like a mixer, just to really like lighten up whatever your like natural foundation is. Because even if you do have more colour in your skin and you're not like as ghostly as me, just cooling down your like foundation colour will make you look a bit ghostly anyway. But this foundation in itself, yeah, the shade is a bit like white. This is F1, so maybe I would need to get another shade in this, but I really like this as like a matte full coverage cheap option. This is really good. I really like the concealer too, which I'm going to use today, which again, I must have, I've got all 3 products that I reviewed part of the in real life like FILT'R range, and it's all very white, so I must have just bought this in my like palest moment. Okay, for concealer I'm going to go in a bit in my HNB just because this is so full coverage and I really want coverage. Like I want to look completely blanked out, and this concealer, normally I don't really use it because it's too full coverage for me. And I'm going to take my sponge again and just really try and keep it in the places that I put it. But yeah, this concealer is good for those like full coverage moments. It is day to day, it's just a bit too much for me. I have heard / seen all over social media that 2016 makeup is making a comeback, and I feel like it has slowly anyway. Like I do feel like people are going more like glam. I think we just have like better products now, but I'm here for it. I love a full glam, I love like a cut crease, I love a glitter, I'm not a colour girl. You won't find me with a bright blue cut crease, but you will find me with a cut crease. The In Real Life FILT'R Finish Concealer, and this is in incredibly white. I have used this, but I guess maybe I use this to brighten. And I'm basically treating all of this like normal makeup, like I'm doing it as if this is, it almost like glows. This is my like normal makeup routine. I'm going to do like a little bit of different placement with my like contour. I'm just going to run a little bit like over my brows because I'm going to do them like grey. So it's good to kind of give them a little base. One thing I've always wanted to do for Halloween but I've never known how to do it, is, do you know in Twilight how their skin is like glittery? I've always wanted to do something like that, like a vampire, but your whole skin is like glistening. I feel like that would be good for like a party, like in real life, people seeing that. But I guess you just use a shit ton of like that spray, do you know the glitter spray? But I feel like you need actual glitter to really make it like stand out, and I just think glitter gets absolutely everywhere. Like I'd have to do it like outside. Okay, I'm looking like the snatchiest ghost you've ever seen. But my skin is looking, I mean, it's literally like porcelain. So yeah, those products are great. I just need to get them in warmer colours because this is giving ghost, which is obviously what I want, but day to day, ghost isn't the vibe. Okay, for contour, I'm going to go in with my Fenty cream in amber, and it's like the greyest contour like you've ever seen. I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller brush than I normally would and just pack on that product, and I am going to kind of put it where I normally have it, but I'm going to kind of bring down just to make me look really hollow. And I'm not going higher than my cheekbone, I'm leaving that like fully white. So I'm just kind of building up. So obviously this is a bit different to how I would normally do my contour. But this colour is my favourite contour colour. And you could make all of this like a lot harsher if you wanted to. You could go like extra white under the eyes. I mean, mine is pretty white, but you could go like really dark in your contour. And I'm gonna just snatch my nose in a tiny bit. I almost want the contour to be a tiny bit obvious. Like I want to look like it is like obvious. I'm gonna go along the top as well. I'm really missing out like this section here. I want that to stay like really white. Okay, and very ghostly still. Okay, so now I'm not going to use any blush because we're dead. I've got no life in my skin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of Supermodel from the VIEVE palette. I'm going to need to wash all my brushes after this. And yeah, I'm going to use this to almost set that contour. I'm just almost like blending out and almost adding like something into my face, but with greys. Yeah. Okay, now for powder, I'm going to set with my In Real Life, and I'm not going to use the loose setting powder. I'm just going to take the top one, which to be honest is so white, and I'm just going to set under my eyes with this. To be honest, I do use this as like a brightening powder. Okay, great, I'm liking how this is going. Okay, for eyebrows, I really want to make them, I'm going to use a bit of the Fluff Up Brow. I'm not really going to fluff them up, I'm just kind of like putting them in place with this. I think I'm going to take, do I do a bit of a purpley brow? Soot from the VIEVE palette. And like a really thin brush. And I'm going to basically do a bit of a structured brow with this dark colour. I think this year there's going to be like loads of Barbies for Halloween. I always think like a dead Barbie vibe. So I feel like there's always like a film that's come out. Or like mermaid, like a dead mermaid vibe because of Little Mermaid, which to be honest I thought was trash. I think they should have done it almost like a Bridgerton style, like Bridgerton-esque with a bit of like modernness, or they should have done it really dark, like almost Tim Burton, very like Deathly Hallows Harry Potter dark, that vibe. I think it should have been, yeah, like fucked up, or it should have been like Bridgerton-esque. I feel like it was just a bit, I don't know, I just didn't get on board with it. I didn't like Eric, sorry Eric, but Eric was my favourite prince, but I just felt like he gave like nothing. Obviously Hallie was unreal, like I think she was the best. Ursula, they should have done like a drag queen, like in the full get up, I think, as Ursula. Or made her just like really, I don't know, there was just something about it. I didn't really like the CGI. Flounder and Sebastian were just bad vibes. King Trident wasn't a vibe. Like the whole thing for me just, I mean, I look a bit scary with these brows. They look so big and unruly. Okay, maybe the brows are a bit of a fail. I guess I've got like massive brows and maybe it doesn't work with them being this black. They look like slugs. Okay, let's ignore the brows. Now I'm going to go into eyes. I'm going to prime with my VIEVE eye wand, because this is pale. Pat this out with my finger. Perfect base. And I'm just going to set this down with the powder. I need to put something on my eyes ASAP because these brows are traumatizing. Okay, so we're going to go in with this palette. I'm going to start off with Skimp, which is this kind of like lightish colour. And I'm going to just kind of buff this all over. To be honest, you can really hardly see that. So I'm going to go in with Supermodel, which was that one that I used for contour. And I'm just buffing this kind of through the crease. Just creating kind of like a blended kind of just tonal transition. Next, with like a packer brush, I really hope this doesn't have fallout, because I'm going to go in with that soot colour on my lid. I'm just packing this on. Okay, there is a bit of fallout. Very easy to just dust away. So I'm creating kind of like the eye shape that I want. And then I'm going to go back in with that Supermodel colour and just kind of like buff this. And I want it to kind of come into this bit. I want this bit to be kind of like full of colour. I'm 100% going to have to clean all my brushes after this. Okay, and then along the bottom, I'm going to take that dark soot colour and just run it along. So it's just this kind of like really dramatic, like blown out smoky eye. And I'm bringing this like quite far down. Thing is, with like Halloween makeup, you can kind of just, kind of wing it, because if you go a bit wrong, people don't know what it's meant to look like. have got a bit of fallout from that, but it's nothing crazy. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to finish this eye off and then I'm going to go away and do this one. What am I going to do? I want to do in the waterline, try and do. I've got this cozy colour, which is like a red. I want to almost apply this in the waterline, just to add like a pop. Like that's going to be the only like colour we have. Just to almost look like my eyes are like a bit bloodshot. You can hardly see, but it just adds that tiny bit of extra like dead. If I was going out, I would get black contacts. The blue kind of like throws it off. So if I had like all black iris, that would be the vibe. I'm gonna go with my iconic triple threat mascara because I am gonna be putting on some lashes. So just adding this just so my lashes are like covered. And that soot is a really nice colour actually because it's not actually black. So when you put on your mascara, you can kind of still see it. I mean, if you do only have a black, use a black, but if you do have a grey or like a slightly lighter tone, go with that because then it looks more makeup-y over like face paint. Okay, so I'm going to speed through this eye and yeah, basically just do everything I have just done, if I can remember exactly what I've just done. So here we have the eyes. I mean, I think they're a bit of a vibe. It's giving me a bit like black swan, like. If you did want to add any glitter, you could, or you could add like a tiny bit. This colour is really nice. This 93 tone. If you wanted to make it a bit like burgundy, but I've done a bit of that recently with some of my like past videos. So I wanted to make this just really cool. So I do have these crazy lashes. I don't know if they're gonna be like too much. I mean, they are like crazy, and if at any time you are gonna do like drag lashes. Okay, let's do them. So we've got one big lash. To be honest, it looks quite cool. I mean, they are huge. I got these from like a Instagram lash brand, and I don't think it's around anymore. I mean, it's given like drag queen lashes. They're like huge, but okay. And then lastly for lips, I want to use a black kohl liner as lip liner. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm worried. Let's see. And then I kind of want to blend it. I feel like I've got to be so precise with this. I mean, it's very creamy. Okay, that went easier than expected. And then I'm going to take a little brush and just blend it out, like the inner bit. So I don't have that kind of like harsh line. I mean, that worked better than I thought. I look a bit like I should be part of Kiss. So this could also be like a Kiss makeup routine. I'm going to go in with Posh Spice because I really want to have like cool lips. Again, I want it to look like glam, like intentional. I feel like this side of my lip liner is like a bit wonky. Like that's round, this one's rounded and this one's like pointed. And I'm going to take a bit of this Illamasqua lipstick. It's like another really cool tone one. And again, just layer, so I've got like a real, like, ombre. Yeah. Okay. Here is the final look. Let me go away and put the wig on and we can see like the full fantasy. I mean, it's definitely giving Halloween. It's definitely giving goth. It's definitely giving glam. So yeah, let me go put the wig on and we'll be back. So here we have it with the wig. I mean, the fringe is interesting. I think full fringes aren't for me. But in the case of a wig, it is fine. I mean, I definitely couldn't have done my makeup with this on. Like, it's already hot having it on for like a few moments. But yeah, this is the final look. I think it kind of hits, yeah, it definitely does the look that I wanted. It's definitely giving Halloween. I mean, the lashes do look good in the end. I'm really happy with the lip. I think the lip looks really cool. I mean, this with a cute little black outfit. So yeah, this is the final look. I think it's cool. If I was going out, this is what I would do. Something for this year. This wig is out of control. I actually really like how my skin looks. Love the eyes, love the lip. I'm actually really happy with the lip. I think it's cool. And I actually find it hilarious that I've managed to use all my own makeup to create this look. But yeah, hope you enjoyed getting transformed with me. It's fun to be a little bit creative and do something different. Yeah, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you again super soon.